Party llama is the party. Party llama brings the party. Party llama dramatically enhances the party. Please do not use party llama if you are allergic to the following: having a good time, increased heart rate, not being a total lame wad, enjoying your life to the fullest, parasailing from the back of a yacht. Please consult a doctor if you do not develop a cool attitude. Use as directed.
Welcome to Sunday Night Live. It is great to have you. It's good to be here. Although I will say, I really miss having everybody in-house. It has been great to be with family. We've made it a week. It's been awesome. Tonight we've built a really nice night for you. It's going to be popping. We're going to be doing stuff back and forth and here and there. I want you to have some hope and some excitement for everything that's going on. I am looking forward to everything we've built into this night, especially the scavenger hunt at the end of the night. It is going to be the best scavenger hunt ever because we don't have some of those slow drivers moving us around town and being like, come on, please drive a little faster. It's going to be fun. Hey, thanks for joining us. Subscribe to this channel if you get a chance. We are always looking to improve as well. So, Bob Gantner, if you're out there, we want to draw in some of your music for future weeks for this because we know you know how to lay a sweet little beat down, and we want to create a dance party in future weeks. Hey, let me just shout out to Ashlyn right now because she was last week's winner for our DoorDash, where we dropped off a survival kit for her. We left it on her front doorstep. Check out FSM Youth on our Instagram or the middle school or high school pages on Facebook if you're tracking with Facebook. Parents, you can do the same. Hey students, I just want to tell you right now, grab a Bible. We're going to look at some really cool things tonight. I want to focus on hope. I want you to understand, even though we're going through terrible times, things that nobody's ever experienced anymore, that we're going to find hope. We're going to look at an Old Testament passage. We're going to look at a New Testament passage and what the Bible says about hope, because I believe that there's a lot to be said, and we have a lot to offer our family members, and we have a lot to offer people, and we can start practicing that very thing right now. So let me tell you a story. So a few years ago, I owned a restaurant. And I loved my little restaurant. It was just a tiny little hole-in-the-wall place. And I loved cooking and I loved running a business. But let me tell you what. I got back into ministry and I started working here at the church. And I love being here. I love it for the most part. I don't love it tonight as much because it's only Mary, Joyce, and John. And they don't smell as good as you middle schoolers do. So just remember that when you come back, and Axe body spray will fill the room with lots of body odor. But anyways, jump back into ministry, and I sold my business. I walked away from cooking all the time, and so that's what's happened. Over the past 5 years, I haven't cooked because I left that love of my life, and I left it, and I sold it off. Well, this whole social distancing thing has been a complete turnaround. It's almost like I've had to cook. And Mary Joyce and I have been working through stuff. I almost sent her into cardiac arrest because I started cooking the other day. She was shocked. And I found, wow, I can still do this. There is hope for me. At least that's what she said. She was shocked as much as I was. But hey, we're learning some new things. And in the midst of the craziness of what's going on in life right now, we can find hope in something bigger than ourselves. We can learn something new, or we can pick up something that we used to do and put it back into practice. And that's kind of what we're going to talk about tonight, having hope in the midst of the craziness. So let me just tell you about a few things that's going on tonight. If you can't log into YouTube or into this channel, I would encourage you, just Google that. Figure out a way, talk to mom, talk to dad, call your brother, call your aunt, uncle, and see if they can help you log into that, because I love seeing the comments. This week, I have my glasses on so that I can see the back screen and see what you guys are actually saying. Hello, because I can see you now. Hello, Paul Bates. So thanks for joining us. Tonight, we're going to do a scavenger hunt. It's going to be unlike any other, and this is going to be a family-based scavenger hunt. So that means if you are there, you can grab in brothers, sisters, parents, aunts, uncle, whoever's in your house to help you win. and we'll see what happens. Maybe there won't be any restaurants open, so we won't bring you a meal from a restaurant, but maybe Mary Joyce and I will cook something up and leave it at your doorstep for you. I haven't told her about that, so please don't post anything online quite yet. Thank you. Anyways, here's what I want you to do now. I want you, in your best thought process ever, to answer this question via the chat. And it is, would you rather, and we're going to do these throughout the night, would you rather be completely covered in Axe body spray all day long in a hot summer day, or wear no deodorant, no protection at all? I want to see what your chats are. So as you're hearing this, tell me what you like. So I know it's crazy, but I'm really missing the smell of that middle school Axe body spray right now. What would you do? Nothing. Everybody's saying nothing. Seriously? You would rather wear nothing and smell like a typical Sunday night middle schooler? Okay, I get it. Wow, this is surprising me that you all are saying that. Okay, how about this one? Would you rather have 3 feet or 3 hands? I think I would rather have 3 feet. Maybe I'd be a little bit faster, or maybe I'd just trip over my own feet. It might help me dance a little bit better, maybe. What do you guys say? Mary Joyce, what would you say? 3 feet or 3 hands?
Definitely 3 hands. I'm always doing a ton of stuff.
Ooh, that's a good point. John, what would you say?
3 hands. You can't play soccer with 3 feet.
Oh, that's true. Good point. So I would be tripping over myself. I can't dance anyway, so I'd probably be tripping over myself anyway, so that's all good. Nice. What do we got back there? Who's saying some of these things? Man, you guys are scrolling quick. Simon Hill, I see that. Natalie, going with the 3 hands thing. I guess if you're a piano player, man, you would be sick. Elise Reddick's going 3 hands as well. Shay, 3 hands. Nice. Okay, how about this one? Would you rather play the recorder or play the kazoo? I will say I'm quite the kazoo fanatic. I've got a few of them in my office right now. The kazoo is hot. Not to mention, man, can you imagine Sunday morning worship all kazoos? That would be lit, people. I would absolutely love that. Kazoo festiveness in the house. Kazoo, there we go. Ooh, Sarah's saying recorder. See, I think the recorder's really tough. I mean, 4th grade, that was a rough year. Throwing in the recorder on top of that.
I like the kazoo blowing it. It's just simple. That's all I can do.
John's like, that's my mindset. What about you, Mary Joyce?
I like the kazoo.
Why?
I don't know how to play the recorder.
I haven't played in a while. Although if you pull the top off it and you make a very high-pitched whistle, your mom gets really mad. Just telling you that. We've got a few of them still in our house. Anyways, so tonight's word is hope. I hope you've understood that. I want you guys to have hope. Even when you're questioning everything that's going on, hope is something that you can have. Something that you can experience on a regular basis. Hope when you're stuck in the house with your brothers and sisters and they're driving you batty and you can't get into a room, you try to hide in a closet and somehow they seek you out. They find you. Hope is what it's all about. And not only is it having that, but it's sharing it. What does it look like to show hope to somebody else who may not understand what hope is? That's what we're going to be talking tonight about. So, would you rather eat popcorn all day long or chocolate all day long? I personally have popcorn on a regular basis here at the church. We have one in the family ministries office. We have one in the youth room. We have one in the kitchen. So popcorn is always flowing here. It's like that thing that everybody has. Now, if I had to eat it all day, I could eat it all day. Charlene has a whole basket of different seasonings that you can put on that popcorn, and that's what I would go with. Chocolate, it's a good second contender, but I don't know that it competes with popcorn. Even though y'all are like, ooh, there's a good debate going on here. Chocolate or popcorn I'm seeing.
Made a hunt mixed together.
Yeah, I say mixed together.
Oh, no.
No, Amanda Hunt, that's a bad answer. It's a bad answer simply because you can't mix chocolate and peanut butter or chocolate and popcorn. No, people. Next week's lesson will be how unbiblical it is to mix popcorn and chocolate. You do not mix salty and sweet. Just so you know, I'm a popcorn purist, so it's butter and salt only. All this other stuff, like putting caramel on it, it's like, why don't you just layer it in garbage? Anyways, our next one is going to be this. Would you rather wear the same clothing every day or never wear the same clothes? So if you've got that favorite sweatshirt, you can only wear it once, then it's gone. Or, you know what, you like a little variety? New outfit every day. Which would you rather go with? Same or different? Wade, I went to a song. I missed that one.
Bob sent you a song. Please acknowledge that Bob sent you a song.
Thank you, Bob, for that song. We'll see if we can get it in for next week's dance party. Never wear the same.
I like uniforms, so I wear the same clothes every day.
John's going, give me a uniform. I like having my few sweatshirts, like especially our retreat sweatshirts that are up on the ceiling. I love wearing those on and on and on. So that would be tough, but I do like a lot of variety. What else you got for us? Never the same, never the same. Cody with the, same killed every day.
I don't know about that, Cody.
Can we banish that one or cross that one off? Ew. Braveheart, in effect. Oh, you guys are awesome. Coolness. Here's what I want you to do. I want you, as you're typing, I want you to turn in your Bibles to Numbers chapter 13. And we're going to read a little bit about finding hope. You see, because that's ultimately what it's all about. If you have hope in what you're doing and what you're going through, it makes life a lot easier. And that doesn't mean even when things are bad, when things are rough, when your parents are telling you to clean your room and you feel like you've been yelled at that for all day long or the whole past week, finding hope is bigger than these little things. And that's what I want us to see tonight. I want us to understand that. So we're going to look at Numbers chapter 13, and I'm going to hit some verses, and I'm just going to quickly talk through some of those. We're going to start at the very beginning. You see, the Israelites, they were traveling around, and God was leading them to the promised land. And God told Moses, hey, I want you to send some people out. We call them spies. He said, one from every tribe. So Moses said, okay, let's do it. So he called the people together, and he said this. The Lord said to Moses, send some men to explore the land of Canaan, which I am giving to the Israelites. From each ancestral tribe, send one of its leaders. At the Lord's command, Moses sent them out from the desert of Paran. All of them were leaders of Israelites. These are their names. We're just going to skip down to verse 16. These are the names of the men Moses sent to explore the land. When Moses sent them to explore Canaan, he said, go up through the Negev and onto the hill country. See what is the land like, and whether the people who live there are strong or weak, few or many. What kind of land do they live in? Is it good? Is it bad? What kind of towns do they live in? Are they unwalled or fortified? How is the soil? Is it fertile or poor? Are there trees in it or not? Do your best to bring back some of the fruit of the land. So these 12 spies went up and explored the land from the desert of Zin as far as Rehob toward Lebo Hamath. They went up through the Negev and came to Hebron, where Hamah, Shisha, Talamat, and it sounds like a funny little story here, and the descendants of Anak lived. When they reached the valley of Eshcol, they cut off a branch bearing a single cluster of grapes. 2 of them carried it on a pole between them, along with some pomegranates and figs. Now, if you're like me, I'm thinking they cut off a single cluster of grapes, but it took 2 men to carry this single cluster of grapes. Wow, they don't make grapes around here like that. Anyways, we'll keep going. That place was called the Valley of Eshcol because of the cluster of grapes. They must be huge. The Israelites cut off there. At the end of 40 days, they returned from exploring the land. They went out for 40 days. They came back to Moses and Aaron and the whole Israelite community at Kadesh in the desert of Paran. There they reported to them the whole assembly and showed them the fruit of the land. They gave Moses this account. We went up into the land which you sent us, and it does flow with milk and honey, meaning there's a lot of prosperity there. Here it is the fruit, but the people who live there are powerful, and the cities are fortified and very large. We even saw the descendants of Anak there. The Amalekites live in the Negev, the Hittites, the Jebusites, the Amorites live in the hill country, and the Canaanites live near the sea along the Jordan. Then Caleb silenced the people before Moses and said, we should go up and take possession of the land, for we can certainly do it. But the other 10 men, the men who had gone up with him, said, we can't attack those people. They are stronger than we are. They are spread among the Israelites, a bad report in the land that had been explored. They said, the land we explored devours those living in it. All the people we saw are of great size. We saw the Nephilim there. We seemed like grasshoppers, even in our own eyes. And we looked the same to them. We looked like grasshoppers. Moses sent out 10 guys plus Jacob and Caleb, 12 in total. Joshua and Caleb. And he said, check out the land. Go see if it's worthy. Joseph and Caleb came back and they said, hey, we can do this. Let's stand up, Israel. Let's take the land that God's given to us. But the other 10 men were like, no. We felt like grasshoppers. We felt like we're tiny little people. Have you ever felt that way? Have you ever felt like you're like everybody knows all your business and you're the odd man out? That happened for me last year. I started helping out with the track team just as a volunteer, and everybody else knew each other. The students knew the coaches, and I'm the new guy, and I wasn't sure what to do. I felt like a grasshopper with a bunch of students who I didn't know. It took a lot of time before I felt comfortable with that. But I knew what I had to offer was something of value. I knew that these students needed some assistance with their track running, and I wanted to just be Jesus to those people who needed it. I wanted to show what it's like to be Jesus in a world, in a society, in a student forum where I could just show peace and love and offer hope to those who needed it. Did I say, hey, you guys need hope? No. I showed it by how I live my life. We find this example here of people who didn't have hope. God had told them, I'm giving you this land flowing with milk and honey, but they were too afraid to take hold of it. As you go through the next few weeks, as we're quarantined and we're socially withheld from each other, and for some of us, people who like social interaction, like I thrive on it, that's where I get my energy from, it's tough. Ask my wife, ask my oldest daughter, because they are like, oh my word, this guy needs to go run around the house 12 times because he needs interaction. Well, here we find that the Israelites didn't have hope. They didn't hope that God was going to do something he said he was going to do. And we know that God was going to give them the land, and they struggled with that. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to answer another would you rather question. Would you rather have a big giant zit on your face or have bad gas all day long? What would it be? I'm thinking personally, I'm going to go with the bad gas type of thing because I could easily try to shrug it off as other people around me. Of course, in the house, if you're stuck inside all day, you're just going to have to claim that one because somebody's going to be able to call you out and be like, I told you shouldn't have gone through that Taco Bell drive-up last night. Tell you what. But that's just me. What would you rather have? Would you rather have that zit and be able to put on 12 pounds of makeup, cover it up somehow? No matter how much you cover up, it ain't going to happen. It'll be like a volcano coming out of your face. So, bad gas all day, Locks. Stephen Cox, I think that's a regular, isn't it? Oh, sorry about that. Paul Bates is going with bad gas. Megan Lewis, Megan Lewis, was that you just a minute ago? Ooh, that was rough.
Said, ew.
Who said ew?
Heather.
Oh, Elise Reddick, what did you have for lunch today?
Pop the zit. What?
Oh, who's going to pop the zit? Pop that zit. How about another one? Would you rather go to a huge fireworks display or go to your favorite concert? Now, I don't know who your favorite band is. I've been to some really good concerts, but honestly, I think I'd rather go to a fireworks display because I like loud noises and bright lights, even though I guess you could have that at a concert too. John, what would you say? Would you go to a concert or fireworks?
I like concerts. I would go to a concert.
Anybody in particular you like to see right now?
You know my boy T-Bone.
T-Bone! Is he still touring?
Yeah.
Oh my word. Dude's got to be getting old. I heard a
Yeah.
reference to MXPX yesterday.
Wow.
I was like, man. Mary Joyce, what about you?
Oh, we got some fireworks votes. All the first ones were concerts. I don't know. I like concerts, but I really like fireworks too. Either one.
Yeah. Now, if it was lighting off my own fireworks, I'd be down with that in a heartbeat.
No, definitely not.
That would be the best. Because, yeah. Any concerts that you would put on there? Anybody, what would you answer for a concert? Who would you go see? Anything? Who would I go see right now? I'm not quite sure if I have a favorite band right now. Maybe One Republic. That's about it. Jacob could take me. He loves One Republic, or at least he used to. Okay, how about this one? Would you rather be the best player on a losing team or the worst player on a winning team? I think a lot of the times I'm usually that worst player on the winning team. In college, I was on an intramural basketball team, and let me tell you what, I cannot play basketball to save my life. It's taken me 45 years to learn how to shoot a basketball. But in college, I would try to do a layup and slam the ball off the backboard. It would never go in. But I hopped on some guy's back by the name of Jose, who was a great basketball player, and that year, I believe it was my freshman year, won the intramural championship. I feel good about being the worst player on the best team. So how about you guys? What do you guys say? Which side of the field would you go with?
Pretty even right now. Worst and best. Some half and half around that.
Some half and half?
Yeah.
Man, I tell you what. Where would you go, John? You want to be the best player on the worst team or best player on the worst player?
Best player in the losing team.
Okay. You want to shine, you want to be that man?
Yep.
That person? Mary Joyce, what about
I
you?
want to win.
So
I don't care.
you're willing to take one for the team
I'll
and be
take one for the team. I want to win.
be that loser? Oh, that is awesome. Nice. Coolness. Okay, as you continue throwing Simon Hill being like, I'll be the worst player, I get the trophy. I don't want to be the best player and not get a trophy type of thing. Way to go. Hey, I want you to turn to Luke chapter 13. And I said that wrong. Luke chapter 18. I'm going to read you a parable that Jesus said. And it goes back to this whole passage of finding hope and what that looks like. At least it does to me. And I'd encourage you guys, read through these chapters. These stories are awesome, especially for the Israelites back in the book of Numbers. There's some really cool stories about how God was wanting to work within the lives of the Israelites and use them to bless the world, and they missed it. So when you miss it, don't feel bad about it. We miss it all the time. There's many times where I say, oh man, I should have said this or I should have done that. Just brush those off. Remember that your hope is in Jesus and what he's done for you, not what you or how you perform. So whether you're the worst player or the best player, we still have hope based on what Jesus did for us. But look at Luke chapter 18. I'm going to read you this story of this parable of this persistent widow. It goes like this. Then Jesus told his disciples a parable to show them that they should always pray and not give up. He said, in a certain town, there was a judge who neither feared God nor cared what people thought. And there was a widow in that town who kept coming to him with a plea, grant me justice against my adversary. For some time he refused, but finally he said to himself, even though I don't fear God or care what people think, yet because this widow keeps bothering me, I will see that she gets justice, so that she won't eventually come back and attack me. And the Lord said, Listen to what the unjust, selfish judge says. And will not God bring about justice for his chosen ones who cry out day and night? Will he, God himself, keep putting them off? Will he keep putting us off? I tell you, he will see that they will get justice, and quickly. However, when the Son of Man comes, will he find faith on the earth? When the Son of Man comes, will he find faith? That's my question to you tonight. Will he find your faith? And what does that look like? For the persistent widow, it was constantly going back. It's about praying. So as you're struggling over the next few weeks, as you're looking ahead and being like, I really want to go back to school now because I miss it, which I would love to hear if some of you are kind of feeling that way. Go ahead and post that in the comment section. Parents, I might leave that one alone for you. But are you missing that interaction? Are you missing that schoolwork? Probably not. But I bet you are missing some of it. And you might miss some of that as we move forward. For some of you seniors, I'm sorry. Who knows what the end of this year is going to look like? We're praying for you. But this woman was persistent. And I'd encourage you, as you're struggling, don't forget to take it to God. Find hope, not in what you can do or what you can't do, but in who Jesus is. That's what finding hope is all about. And we want you guys to understand, even though we're not gathering together, even though we're not doing stuff together, that we love you and care for you. Specifically, I'd encourage you, connect with your small group leader. I told them all about this great product called Zoom, where you guys can video chat together and have a Bible study, and you've got some spare time. Take advantage of your time with Jesus. Read a chapter a day. Read something with your small group leader. They even have some Bible studies that you can do together. I sent them everything, so they can't give you an excuse of, I don't know what to study. I would say, grab the book of Philippians. It's an awesome book. Grab the book of James. It's a good practical book. But here, Jesus is saying, hey, our hope comes through him. If God, who is listening to us all the time and knows our hearts, he's listening to you. No matter what your condition is, no matter how far or how bad you've gone, Jesus is still right here listening to us. Where 2 or 3 or more are gathered, he's there with us. So even though you guys aren't here at the church right now, Jesus is here with us. And we can take confidence in that. He's here with us. Don't forget that this week. Find hope and give him your cares. Give him your worries. Give him your doubts. He's got you covered. He's got your back. He's going to catch you when you fall. And talk to your small group leaders. Reach out to John, Mary Joyce, and I as we lead as best we can from a distance. Keep it up, guys. It's been great. So here's what we're going to do. I want to do a couple more Would You Rathers, and then we're going to jump into an awesome scavenger hunt. Would you rather never shower or never cut your hair? Now, I'm just going to go ahead and call it out. Cody, I don't think Cody cuts his hair. I think it just, when it gets to a certain length, it kind of falls out. So I can understand that might be his. So never shower, never cut your hair. What would you go with? I'm going with I'd never cut my hair. My wife saw a picture of me when I had this beard and I had really scraggly hair, and she about panicked. So I don't know, that might be one. Mary Joyce, would you rather I not shower, or would you rather I never cut my hair?
I could deal with the long hair. I could not deal with the stinky self all the time.
Sweet. So now I just got to convince Greg of it.
I think everybody doesn't want to cut their hair. Bro, never cut their hair, yeah.
Okay, never cut their hair. That's an easy one. How about this one? Would you lose the ability to read or lose the ability to speak? Ooh, I almost can guess what that one's going to be. So, you know what I mean? Yeah. That would probably, my head would explode if I could never speak again. I'd be like, blah, and then I wouldn't have to worry about it. So, John, what would you do?
Lose the ability to read?
Yeah, me too. If I could listen to it, it'd be perfect.
We have YouTube, right?
There we go. We love YouTube. Mary Joyce?
Sign language, people.
Oh!
You can still communicate with sign language?
Sign language. Oh, coming from our sign language expert. Yes, that's true. Never thought about that. Coolness. Last one. Then we're going to give you some instructions about the scavenger hunt. Would you have edible spaghetti hair that regrows every night, or would you rather sweat maple syrup? Ooh. Guys, what would you do?
Spaghetti hair.
Spaghetti hair. Mary Joyce?
Spaghetti hair.
Spaghetti hair. Nice. I don't know. Can you imagine sweating maple syrup? It would be like Elf all over again. I would love that. Blip, 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 blip. Ooh, I'm hungry. And you can lip it up, yeah? Can you imagine every meal having something sweet to eat? And for Amanda Hunt, since you like popcorn and chocolate together, if you had popcorn, you could just sweat some maple syrup on it and have your salty and sweet. Would that work for you? I guess if the sweat was sweaty, you'd have your sweaty and sweet all in one shot. Does that sound good? Doesn't sound good to me, but I'm not a salty and sweet fan. Jenny Del Rio's going with the maple syrup. I'm saying. And you wouldn't have to use deodorant, so it'd work out really well. Coolness. So let me explain to you what we're going to do now. We're going to do a family-based scavenger hunt. But before I tell you about that scavenger hunt, let me tell you about a few announcements. First of all, I told you about your small group leaders. They all have a plethora of Zoom studies that you guys can do together. What Zoom is, it's a video conferencing call. It will last about 40 minutes because that's the free version that we're not paying for. It will last 40 minutes and you can get on with your small group leader or friends and have a Bible study together. It's a completely free service that you can contact, interact with. If you have a video camera on your phone or on your mobile device, tablet, computer, whatever it is, you can sit there and you guys can interact, see each other. I think Michelle Wright had her group doing something where they had to balance a book on their head, but you guys can get together and do Zoom studies. The purpose is stay encouraged by connecting with your friends. Have fun, get on servers together, connect, talk, tell each other how life is going, the goods and the bads. Mom yelled at me today. Oh, I just made this new dish, or I painted this new painting. Here, everybody look at it. That kind of thing. You have those opportunities before you. Don't forget about them. Also, I'd encourage you, spread the word about this FSM Youth channel. Right now we're using it to communicate with you guys every week, but we possibly could use this for other events moving forward. John has done, oh my word, so much work to get this channel up and running. I hate to just let it sit idle. And you guys can be participants in that. If you have ideas on what you'd like to see here on Sunday night, throw those in the comment as well. We'd love to hear what you want to see or how we might address certain topics as well. Throw that in. Speaking of topics, tomorrow, Greg is going to be hosting a Q&A on Facebook, the Fair Creek Facebook page, that you are more than welcome to join into. If you have a question that you're like, I would love for somebody to answer this, we would love for you to share that with us. You can put it in the comment section here. You can text your small group leader. You can text me, or a parent can text me. Send me a message, and I would love to convey that. I will pass that along to Greg. He will answer it. It's going to be anonymous, so it's not going to be like, hey, Mary Joyce wants to know what I do about this struggling topic I'm dealing with. You don't have to worry about that. It's going to be anonymous. So tomorrow at noon, Facebook Live event. So here's how the scavenger hunt's going to work. It's going to work as a family-based event. So if you want to, I'd encourage you, put the FSM YouTube channel on your TV if you can, and get your mobile devices ready. So what we're going to do is we're going to post a word on the YouTube channel, such as, example, toilet. You'll see toilet, and you're going to have to take a device, run up to that toilet, snap a picture of it, and you're going to text that picture to your small group leader. Your small group leader is going to then contact Mary Joyce, John, and I through our group chat, and the first person to contact us to say, John Boniface was the first person to text in, he will get those points. And then as soon as we get a reply from one of the small group leaders, we're going to throw in the next word. So you want to be scrolling YouTube and what we're doing, but then you got to be using another device. Now, parents can be a part of this. Your siblings can be a part of this. As many devices as you need to take those pictures to send to your small group leader so that everybody's a part of this. Parents, if you're watching, here's an opportunity to get your students' small group leader's phone number. We want you to be in contact when you're struggling, when there's things at home or things in life that aren't going well. We want you to have contact with your student's small group leader to say, hey, can you pray for little Johnny? He's had a rough week. He failed an exam. He's struggling in math. How can you encourage him? We want you as parents to have the opportunity so that we can partner with you most effectively. So here's how it's going to work. Are you ready? The winning team, which is going to be a family, this is not based on small groups. This is all based on a family winning this tonight. Are you ready? Here we go, John. Are you ready to post the first thing?
Yep.
Here we go. Get ready, scavenger hunt people. Text your small group leaders with the picture of that item. And here is the first one. A roll of toilet paper. Man, I don't know what's going on around here, John, but this is craziness. Dealing with people going nuts for toilet paper. Phones are ready.
April and I got lucky and bought some before everything went down.
Yeah, I just happen to notice, usually we don't keep like toilet paper stocked in the house, but in one of our bathrooms today, ooh, Megan Lewis, go, next one.
Yeah.
Okay, we have a pencil as the next one. Oh man, it's rolling in like crazy now. Looking for the next thing. I had Megan Lewis as the winner of that one.
Lydia.
Oh, really?
Lydia.
Lydia Climby.
Yep.
Okay. Michelle, right?
Who?
Isabella.
Are you already on the next one?
Looking for the next thing.
Looking for the next thing?
What are we on? Pencil?
Where I'm in Amazon box. This is the third box.
Man, I tell you what, people are
I
moving
can't
quick.
tell where the break is in the post.
I can't either. Well,
Hey, leaders.
Tell them to put what it is.
Yeah. Put whatever it is next to your student's name.
gonna add a little bit of suspense. There you go. Yes, put the item that you're texting in.
We're still doing the Amazon box.
We're still on the Amazon box. Who's the first person? Write their name and then box or Amazon or something. Chris Sutton firing in some.
Julia. Next.
Julia's got the Amazon box. The next item
Movie.
is a movie. It can be a DVD. It can be something on a screen. We need a picture of a movie. Oh, Ryan Dunn texting in Jared a little bit late on the Amazon box. I guess Ryan Dunn is the person who's driving that slow car. Can anybody find a movie? Oh, Megan's got the movie. The next one is a stuffed animal. Our dog loves our stuffed animals. So he will go up into the kids' rooms and quite frequently grab a stuffed animal and bring it down to his bed or put it right beside his food bowl. It's kind of weird like that. I see a lot of you texted in movies, but we're now looking for something else. Ooh, Julia with the stuffed animal. Chloe with the stuffed animal. Or Lydia. How about a hanging picture? Hanging picture is the next one. What do you got? Can anybody? Was that Lydia who won that one?
Got the stuffed animal.
Yeah.
Ooh, Lydia Climby is moving hot.
Lydia and Megan are tied.
Okay.
Stuffed animal. Wait, we're looking for a
We're at
hanging picture. Way to go, caveman. But you're a little bit behind. Oh, no, that was caveman with the stuffed animal.
We're on a picture now.
Oh, yeah. I'm getting really confused, guys. It's really tough trying to read a script.
I'm going to give picture to Delaney.
Delaney is getting the
Where
award
is that?
for the hanging picture. A blade of grass is our next one. What do you got? Can you go outside? I don't know if it's raining or snowing right now. When we came here, it was spitting ice pellets at us. About blinded me. Looking for a blade of grass.
Your leader, sorry, thanks, you're good.
Keep it up, leaders. I know it's tough. My phone is blowing up. If you have a pay by text, I apologize for that right now. Send your bill to Greg Trout at faircreek.org.
No.
Just joking. Ooh,
Bob got grass.
did Bob get the grass?
Grass.
Okay, don't quote that one. Bob did not get the grass. Bob got
Picture of grass.
a picture of grass. Kitchen sink. Who's got the kitchen sink? Don't throw out the kitchen sink, but maybe let us see what's in the kitchen sink. They're coming in like crazy. Grass Alex. Ryan Dunn put Laviant grass. I don't know what that means, but...
All right.
That was caveman. He
It was
meant-
caveman.
Oh, that was caveman grass. I like how you're
Delaney,
autocorrect.
got the sink.
Delaney with the sink. The next one is coffee. It can be poured coffee, but please don't spill the coffee. It can be a bag of coffee. It can be a pot of coffee. Whatever coffee you like to prefer, we're just looking for some type of coffee. It seems like coffee around our house is getting in short supply, so I'm not sure what's going to happen first, a riot or pillage the stores. Right now, we would pillage Winans.
Greg Trout says to forward cell phone bills to Amy Dorman.
There has been a correction with all cell phone bills that you may acquire. Please forward bill to Amy Dorman at faircreek.org.
Who's got the coffee? Caveman.
Caveman's got the coffee. How about cleaning wipes? This might be a tough one, but we want to make sure that you're sanitizing correctly.
Don't
Doorknobs.
waste one.
Say what?
Don't waste one and taking a picture of it.
Yeah, don't waste those cleaning wipes. I hear they're going for $100 a square. Each square of toilet paper is about $50 a square, so...
I'm hearing, they can hear the tweets coming from your phone.
My phone?
Yeah, they can hear it.
I turned off my tweeter sound. Sorry, Greg and Charlene, if you're paying attention to my chirping bird. I turned that off for you.
We got the wife. Somebody got
Bob,
the wife. Delaney. Delaney's got 3 now.
Delaney. Okay, how about
Yeah.
somebody deodorant? I don't want to see your armpit either and the residue of the deodorant. I want to see the deodorant bar, jar, spray, something. So, what do you got for deodorant? Or I would personally prefer a can of Axe body spray. I have about 6 bars of deodorant at my house, so I'm good for a while. But, anybody got those deodorants?
They have to look really hard to find
I know,
their
that might be a tough
deodorant.
one. Middle schoolers, oh, Megan got deodorant.
Yeah,
Okay, how about an electronic device? Anything. What could you come up as an electronic device?
Yeah.
Can you take a picture of your electronic device in a mirror? Or
Tell them.
Deodorant Charlie. That sounds like a good nickname.
Hey,
Hi,
before
I'm
you even
Deodorant
start,
Charlie.
give them an update on where we are.
We are looking for deodorant. That's what we're looking for.
Wait.
Oh!
Wait,
What?
give them an update where we are.
What do you mean?
Delaney and Megan are tied.
Delaney and Megan are currently tied with Lydia in the hunt. We are looking for an electronic device. Something electronic device. April had Natalie.
Julia.
Okay. I need a picture of the inside of your refrigerator.
Inside of the refrigerator.
Yep. What is that looking like right now? Inside of the refrigerator. Man, this is a hot race that we're going for here. I'm not quite sure. Ben Harris has a device. That's what he texted. I'm glad Ben
James.
has a device.
James.
That was for James.
Oh, for James. Oh, James decides he has a device. Got it. Anybody got a refrigerator? Ooh, I see Michael Dotson's typing. Oh, Stephen Cox for Josh.
Julia got a fridge?
Julia got the fridge first.
Julia, man, she's coming up.
Julia's in the hunt.
How about a Kleenex? Anybody got a Kleenex, a picture of one? I've been blowing my nose like crazy. No, I do not have corona. I just have the sniffles. It's not one of those things. My mom has this curse of a drippy nose. I guess I've inherited that curse where I don't even know that my nose is dripping, and my wife is like, please get a Kleenex.
Okay, that's enough of the nose dripping.
My wife is done with that Kleenex. I'll leave it in her bed tonight. Chris Sutton has an Ian for Kleenex. How about a bar of soap? Now, this needs to be a bar of soap, not a squirt bottle of soap, an actual bar of soap. Man, that's going to be a tough one to find. Not unless you're in my house. You might be able to find one. But that's about it. But we're getting lots of tissues. I'm glad you guys have pictures of tissues. Keep holding on to those until you use them. Then throw them in the trash. Who's got a picture of a bar of soap? Anybody? Kat has Toshoes. Oh, April Megan has soap. Megan, fighting for the lead. How about a doorbell? Picture of a doorbell. Do you have a doorbell? We have two doorbells. One in the front, one on the side. Can you get me a picture of one of those? Oh, man. Leaders, you're doing great, even though it is funny reading some of your hieroglyphics or your autocorrects. Oh, my word. I don't know why Bob Soup is going on here, but or Soap Karina. I don't know if that's an action. But we're looking for a doorbell. Somebody send us a picture of a doorbell. Ooh, Stephen Cox going with a dual typing. What do we got? Ian coming on strong for a doorbell. How about I need to see a text of somebody giving somebody else an air high five. What does that look like? It can't be to yourself. It isn't like the homeschool high five. Yay, I just got an A type of thing. You've got to be high-fiving somebody else. So get those hands up, warm them up. My hands are currently cold.
Coronavirus approved. Air high five.
Yes, this is coronavirus approved. You are not touching each other, so it wouldn't be like this. It's more like this, and then you walk away. Got it? Good. Keep those high fives going. Who is going to have it? Is it going to be Megan? Megan is hot in the lead along with Ian. Lydia's traveling up about far behind. And then Delaney. Delaney kind of tailed off. Ooh! I have a Michael Dotson air high five for the caveman. How about a laundry basket? Not just a laundry basket. I need you in a laundry basket. Sitting there, curled up there, happy place, sucking your thumb there. It doesn't matter. You need to be in a laundry basket. What does that look like? I need to see that. Air high fives were fun and festivus, but where is that laundry basket? In our house, who knows? It could be in anybody's room at any given time. They're supposed to be in our laundry room, but that's overrated. Bob has the laundry basket. How about a beach toy? Anybody ready to go to the beach and then be like, oh, stink, all the beaches have closed. Sorry, Bethany Henchman. All the beaches are closed, so no beach this year. Anybody there? Anyone got a beach toy?
With a beach toy.
Whoa. Who's got a beach toy? I've got Laundry Basket Charlie. Sounds like another code name. I've got a Laundry Basket Charlie here. Oh no, not a Laundry Basket Charlie. Ah, it's terrible. The world's ending. Uh-oh. There's two people who are fighting for Cat in a laundry basket from Amanda Hunt. Way to go, Cat. Okay, this is it for all the marbles. Somebody wearing a flip-flop. Flip-flop. Who's the flip-flopper? Anybody wearing a flip-flop now? Quick, take a picture of your foot. Quick, hurry. This is it for all the prizes, all the marbles, everything here. Who's going to be that?
Megan.
Lydia, you're a little bit behind on the beach toy. Boogie boards.
Wearing a flip-flop.
Flip-flop, not a boogie board, a flip-flop. Anybody got a flip-flop here? And what we're going to do is we're going to compile these pictures and stream them through social media. Mary Joyce, do you want to come? Hey, flip-flop from the caveman. I'm not sure if we're going to... Ian got it?
Yep.
Okay. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to figure out who the winner is.
We know the winner.
But, Mary Joyce, I want you to come explain the Instagram thing.
What am I explaining?
What they need to do.
For what?
Instagram.
What?
So, I have
Megan won with 4.
Lydia Climby had 3. Delaney, according to this, had 3. Julia had 3. Ian had 3. Bob, you had 2. Caveman, you had 3. Haley had something. But the winner of our first online FSM channel live youth scavenger hunt is Megan Lewis.
Yay!
Woohoo! Congratulations, Megan. Way to go for our first ever scavenger hunt. We will be contacting you this week about food. What is your favorite food? Do you have a certain place that you really like? Let us know, and we're going to provide food for you in some form or fashion. We'll figure that out after we figure out what this whole don't go outside of your house type of thing means. We might have to sneak it out after dark. Mary Joyce and I will run from our house carrying basket in hand to you. We'll drop it off at your door and then ring your doorbell and run away. We will be wearing like Men in Black. You won't know we were there. Anyways, I've asked Mary Joyce to join me right now because I want her to explain to you where you students can take over our FSM Youth Instagram page.
Oh, I had no idea why he called me up here. Okay, I had a really fun idea this afternoon. So I struggle to produce really fun things on Instagram. Chloe has done a good job running our Instagram at different times. I'm just the old lady trying to run it. So I'm like, why not give this to people who really want to see it, who really want to do it? So if you are interested in doing a takeover day on the FSM Instagram this week, maybe in the next couple weeks, shoot me a text, shoot me a message on Instagram. You can put it on the FSM Instagram, however you want to. Put your name in the hat and let me know, and I'll talk to you about you taking over our Instagram and publishing some really fun photos, some fun questions, making it a little more fun than what I can do.
That's right. We're going to give you the autonomous power to take over our Instagram page. Teach us what it's like to be a teenager right now. Of course, there's some boundaries. Got to keep it clean. Got to keep it nice. But we want to hear what you guys are trending with and how you guys are tracking. So you can message us in a whole variety of ways.
Yeah.
So, hey, let me just say thanks for joining us tonight. We miss having you here. It's so quiet, and Greg has shut off all the air or all the heat in the building, so it's like an ice box in here because we're trying to save money. So because there's nobody here, so we miss you all, and I'm looking forward to the night that we can get back together. That needs to be a celebration like no other. It's like Easter, Christmas, St. Patty's Day, my birthday, all rolled into one big party. So we're looking forward to that. Until the time, though, have hope that is not based in your performance, and it's not based in what you can and cannot do, but it's based in Jesus and everything that He's done for you. Ultimately, that's what it's all about, and that's what we wanted to encourage you guys with tonight. Be encouraged that hope still exists, and there's hope for every person out there, that we can all experience it. Hey, thanks for joining us tonight. Megan, we'll be contacting you, of course, this week to celebrate and give you a wonderful evening away where you don't have to cook and Mom and Dad don't have to cook, and where you guys can sit around the table and have a great time together. Otherwise, from us here at the church, we just want to say we love you and we're praying for you, and get a hold of your small group leaders, get a hold of us. Let's make it the best week ever in spite of everything that's going on. Keep contacting us via social media. Watch out for the posts, and we look forward to seeing what you guys will do on social media as well. Have a great night, guys. Thanks a lot. Bye.